Okay, what Honorable Katana is asking you is, Elizabeth, and I'm just doing this for purposes of time. Just explain to us one thing. How did you have afterthoughts of doing 2 letters at the same day? And then not only did you have some kind of afterthoughts, but then you decided to hold one and send one, and then later on take the other one. And what he's asking is, why not get this dated the same 5th of May?
The fallibility of the PPs at that time.
Yeah, but you see, you did all the letters on 27th.
Yeah.
Right?
And we hold one in the office.
So you held one in the office?
Yes.
Okay.
The last question.
No, Omar, because we've agreed after that it will be Honorable Mishi, and then
Chair, the first letter was addressed to the CEO. Okay, it was received to the CEO office. The second letter was addressed to the Kenya Medical Supplies Authority.
But received by the
received by the CEO, and the CEO has a signature.
And even said facilitate.
PD, this is a procurement department, facilitated on the same day. It seems that you walked in with the letter to the CEO.
I disagree with you.
Give me the facts now, if you disagree.
Because I picked the commitment letter on 8th. I was called by Kemsa on 8th to pick the commitment letter. How the letter reached to CEO's office at that time?
Okay, Elizabeth, I've always said this is a committee that deals with nothing else except facts.
Yes.
Now, here are 2 letters. I can understand that you're saying that you did both letters on the same day, decided to hold one, and then after 5 days you decided to do another. You decided to take the second letter that you already pre-drafted. What Honorable Katana is telling you is that this letter that you did on 27th of April was received on 5th of May. So what that means is that you sent it there on 5th of May. Am I right there?
Yeah.
Okay. The same day of 5th of May, the CEO asks the procurement department to facilitate. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. The same day, not only is it facilitated the same day, immediately thereafter, they go ahead and now tell you that you can be able to supply goods worth 180 million in the same day. What is a bit of concern is on this first letter that you wrote, which they never actioned on. You wrote to them and told them 10,000 pieces. You said they did not reply you or anything, isn't it?
Yeah.
So after this one of 10,000 pieces, which they did not reply, then ended up replying you for 20,000 pieces. So what the member is asking is, forget about just the date. Your argument is that this letter was written on 27th. So we will not even get into that. But the argument that Honorable Member is asking is, why do you think they jumped from 10,000 pieces, they never responded to you, but when you went for 20,000 pieces, they responded?
I think there was a demand for them to do that.
Okay, because no, there was no demand.
I don't know.
Okay.
Actually, Chair, to refresh. Do you know the CEO Kemsa?
I don't know him.
Yes, I'll
You
allow
don't
you,
know him
Omar,
totally.
but
I
it's
don't
only
know
right
him
we
at
allow other members as
Yeah.
well. Honorable members, let's have Mishi.
Thank you, Chairman. I just want to ask that because you have already been paid 180 million. Have you paid your taxes to KRA?
Yes, I did.
That is one question. My second question, Chair, we have been submitted with this kind of letter as a response to our committee, but it has not been signed.
No, the one I have signed, this one was supposed to be on my file, eh?
Yeah, it has not been signed, because if you are given a document which is not signed, then you don't know whether it is you who have responded or somebody else, because it was not signed. Something else, Chair, I have noted something. It might look simple, but I think we need to also know why there's no consistency in terms of documentation. Here, this is Duke Agencies Limited, and to me, this is the logo of this organization, and this is the kind of letterhead they have. As Duke
That
Agencies
is a very
Limited.
valid, yes.
As Duke Limited. Now we have another communication as Duke Agencies, and you look at the letterhead, the way it is.
It looks
it
like
is
a computer
totally
generated.
different. There is another one, Duke Agencies Limited. Here it's also different as the letterhead. So I'm really thinking Is it the same Duke? Because you know, we need to know how our documents also look like. Because my thinking is maybe somebody wrote all this correspondence on behalf of Duke, but it was not generated from Duke agencies. Because here I understand even the logo itself is totally different. Even the letter, the way it looks is totally different. And this other two document, it is totally different. So I'm like thinking, which is the right one? What is the standard of the letterhead, or rather their documentation? Because it looks totally different. That is also another question. The other question is about the signatories. You said you are 3 of you, yourself and 2 of your sons. Are you all of you signatories, or there is any other person maybe as a signatory in your accounts?
Okay, let me answer the first question. The first question you said about the logo, which is very true. Our logo is the one you are holding. Okay. The other one,
Let's start with not logos. Let's start with letterheads.
Letterhead. I mean, there is a
So-
logo. There is a logo and a letterhead.
Yes. So
Yeah.
this is your letterhead,
This
the
is
one that
our
you've written to
letterhead.
us.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That is our letterhead.
So why was the letter to Kemsa requesting for business worth 180
Our-
million not in a letterhead?
Our machine breaks, and there was no place. At that time, there is no place we can do our documentation.
Oh, you had run out of letterheads,
Yes.
and you didn't have a soft copy.
I'm saying our machines breaks the printer. We have
Chair,
our,
sorry,
our
Chair, point of order.
Let me finish.
Honorable members, you know you're the ones who've asked the
You
questions.
have asked the question. I
No,
want
no,
to
no,
answer.
no. Honorable members, all right, Mishi, what's the point of order?
Point of order. It's a point of order because if it tells us there was a machine breakdown, an organization which could be given a tender of 180 million, an organization who has been there for many, many years, then it tells us there was a breakdown and then they just used just a letter or I don't know what they did and using a totally different. Because, you know, there is one thing which we call identity. How do you identify yourself? Even now you have different kinds of letterheads and you're using to such a magnitude of a tender of 180 million.
All right,
I think there is something here, Chair.
Okay,
There is something.
let's.
My thing is that somebody else internally, maybe from Kemsa, just use some other letters and just try to copy of the
Honorable
the
Mishi has
letterhead,
a
but
very
which she
valid
doesn't
point.
know.
She has a very valid point. Let me ask you what Honorable. No, Honorable Mishi is putting it to you straight this way. That someone from Kemsa decided to give you this business, and they actually ended up doing this letter for you.
Yes, exactly. That's my thinking.
Okay, that is hard.
Chair, look.
No, honorable members.
I'm
Information
next, Chair,
of
I'm
information.
next.
No, Babu. It is me to declare who's next. Honorable members,
I'm giving you
it
information.
is only right. No, just a minute, Paul, and I'll allow you. It is only right. You have asked the questions. Get the answers. Now, Honorable Mishi is putting it to you that this, and I'll tell you now. Paul, please ask that so that you can see the discrepancies in your paperwork.
You see, Elizabeth,
I know.
you can see this one is different from this one. So
Basically,
which one is you are delivering a note is different from where your letterhead,
Let
and
me
even
give me time to explain.
okay.
but no. Let her explain. It is only right
Yeah,
we
it is
because these are
very
very
valid.
valid questions
Yes,
all of
it
you
is
have
very
asked, all
valid
right?
question.
Yes.
Please, yes, go ahead.
It is very valid question, and it is also important for me to respond.
Please go ahead.
Our logo is this one. Our letterhead. Can I have that, Nene? This is Duke letterhead. During that time, you all know there are no people in town. Okay? Okay, about the invoice. The invoice we always print so much, yeah? So that we use it. We used to have an office before we moved to Nanak House. We moved to Ojijo Plaza. We used to have an office at Nanak. When we are in Nanak, we had different, our letterhead was different. So we changed our letterhead. This is now our current letterhead. But we cannot throw the delivery or the invoice before it is finished. It's not logical. But for the one she was asking about, this one, for this one, yeah, this one, yes, we did on a different printer because the other printer which had letterhead has broke. And we didn't have any person to come.
Chairman, I think just an intervention, Chairman, should also be protecting us from some of the very vague
agree
and
with you.
irritating reasons.
I agree
because
with you.
She's not supposed to be taking us for
no,
kids, telling us, Chairman, during that time that there were no people in town. Then
no,
how was she transacting business
no,
if there were no people
it
in
is
town?
not even an issue of that.
And you also protect us.
Yes, I agree with you.
She should take us for elite.
Okay.
But not just giving us irritating
Elizabeth,
and fake reasons.
Elizabeth, can I just put it to you this way? No, Honorable Babu, you're free to leave. You're free to leave, Honorable Owino. Honorable Owino, you are free to leave. Okay, you're free. Honorable members, honorable members, you will all switch off your microphone. No, Babu, we are all respected members of Parliament. Honorable Maua, I agree with you, honorable members. All right. No, Honorable Maua,
the town MP not to be addressed like
you're
addressing your husband. Shut up.
Honorable members, you will all
your
switch off your mic.
Your is was English should be.
Honorable, no. All of you will switch off your microphones. Rehab, please switch off your microphone. Please, Honorable Owino, you will watch your language. No.
Not harass people here
please
because of the sake of investigation.
Please switch off your microphone. Thank you very much.
Only for you.
Thank you very much. Now, Elizabeth, you know what the members are a bit agitated about, and you have every right to tell us what your answer is. But a printer is not what makes a letterhead. What makes a letterhead is actually it is either on JPEG or you know, you can actually get this letterhead, and your letterhead can be on a mobile phone. Your letterhead can be on your email. So when you tell us that a printer is what broke down, it does not hold water. However, we're respecting you for the fact that you have wanted to be, that is what your answer is. As vague and as unsatisfactory that answer is, it is what your answer is. And what I will request, honorable members, Omar, I think you had something that supersedes the issues to do with letterheads. Go ahead.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, let's look at the first letter before I conclude on my final remarks. The witness wrote this letter on 27th of March, 27th of April. The heading of that letter was resupply. Can you read? Can you just look what I'm saying? Supply of personal protective equipment, PPEs. It's a general information that is showing that you have these items: protective gown, goggles, gloves, protective mask, shoes. This is what you have, and you are telling them this is what you have, and you can supply 10,000 packages, which consists of all items above: gown, goggles, gloves, 10,000. This is a general information.
Yeah.
You have sent this letter to Kemsa. They received it the same day. Correct? Now, Chairman, this is the elephant in the house now. The second letter is the elephant in the house.
Go ahead.
And it's good that you bring it up very well. That letter was dated on 27th of April. The second letter, which was received on 5th of May and actioned by the CEO, because this is the same signature when you look at the other letter, has quantities of items which have not described in the first letter. N95 mask, 20,000 imported. Goggles, students are locally manufactured. Gloves, these items are specific on the second letter. It is unactionable quantities, because the first letter was just an information that you have these items. The second one, you have given specific items and specific quantities. And this is a letter that has been acted on by the CEO who has asked the procurement department to facilitate. Therefore, Chairman, I will tell you what really happened in this case, in my own judgment, that the witness had gone to Kemsa to tell Kemsa that you have these items which are general. Now somebody somewhere in Kemsa has given you this document. The second letter has not originated from Duke. It has originated from Kemsa, based on the quantities and the way the letters have been awarded. Therefore, the second letter has no origin whatsoever from Duke.
Chair.
Yes, Robbie.
Thank you, Chair.
Allow Babu.
Madam Elizabeth, you have told us that you are given tender and your capacity to supply goods was worth 80 million. And your invoice was 180 million. Is it logic that you can do business which give you profit more than double?
Maybe you repeat the question.
I'm saying one of the members here asked you a question. What is your capacity? What do you have?
The biggest.
The biggest supply you can do. And you say
Supply I have done.
you have done at the same time. Okay, what was the total supply you did to Kemsa so that to get 180 million at a go? Because from the invoice, you are paid 108 million.
Yes.
So how much did you spend to purchase those items to supply at a go?
I think, honorable members, the question that was asked by Honorable Maua was a very valid question, and what she asked was what her capacity is. She said that the largest single order she has been able to do is 80. However, she has been in a year she's been able to do much more than that. And what I've already ruled is that she's going to provide to us her certified audited reports. But for purposes of Honorable Robbie, why don't you just answer that question quickly, please?
We bought our expenses to buy the PP kits. It was 6,500. We sold at 9,000, but we negotiated. We wanted to sell at 9,500. Then we negotiated with Kemsa. Then we sold at 9,000.
So you made at least about 30% profits.
Yep.
Yes, we'll have Honorable Babu, who's been raising his hands for a while.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. Thank you, Chair.
Just switch off your mics.
Yeah, now I wanted her to answer. You go to delivery note number 0656. The goods were received at the warehouse. They were stamped, but there is no date.
I can see a date.
I have the original deliveries. I have the original.
This one has a date here.
Order number 656. Delivery number 6.
We have the receiving from the original because I knew there is one which is fed, so I brought the original. So I have the three, the original.
Chair.
Yes, Babu.
Thank you.
I also have a CD, a flash disk. I have a flash disk from Kemsa when I was dropping the goods, and I have also when we are packing from the warehouse. So it is here.
Why would Kemsa give you that, though?
Which one? When I am dropping my goods, I had to make sure that I have taken the pictures.
So that is on the flash disk.
It is here.
Yeah, is that a flash disk that you can be able to table?
It is.
Of course, there's electronic law of evidence that is needed at a time when because right now as we're speaking, there's physical count being done. At a time when discrepancies do happen, that whether you did not deliver, then that is where we will now consider, and even that so we will consider using the electronic evidence. But Babu, yes, go ahead.
Thank you, Chair. Number one, Chair, when I said that people are angry. I didn't say hungry. I said the people are angry. And you could read the mood. Number two, just to clarify my points, Chairman. Number two, on the issue of my fellow colleague told me to declare if I have an interest in this issue. Chairman, I would tell you that I'm interested in all these issues because they are issues pertaining to public funds. And in this specific one, I don't have any single interest. Why? Because the goods were supplied. I'm interested in those people who supplied Hewa. My question, first question. Did you supply these items?
Yes, I did.
What quantity?
20,000 pieces
At
of PPs
how much did you buy them?
at 6,500.
So you made a profit of 3,000.
Then we sold at 9,000.
Okay, so you made a profit of 3,000.
Yeah.
That's all, Chairman.
Omo, are you satisfied with the?
Chairman, why I asked him to declare his interest, it is because of the way they are exchanging their gestures. Their facial gestures.
Right,
This tells that there is something that they know. There's no way you can see people doing like this and then you fail to understand what is happening.
She's seated on this side. How is she watching us? Are you seeing through us? Are you seeing through us?
Honorable Babu and Omaua, you will switch off your microphone.
I'm watching this side and I can see
Switch
her
off your
showing her
microphones
like this.
now.
That is why I asked
Switch
that
off your
question.
microphones.
Chairman, I think education
Babu,
is
switch
important.
off your microphone. We're not.
Chair, maybe we can confirm
no,
from
Robbie,
the,
you will
from
switch
the
off your
witness.
mic.
We can confirm from the witness.
Honorable Robbie, you will switch off your microphone. Thank you very. All right. Now, no. No, honorable members, I agree with you. That is something we will deal internally. I want to assure you, honorable members. Honorable members, no, Babu, you are out of order. Babu, you are out of Honorable Babu. No, Honorable Babu.
To be accused falsely. I can't be accused falsely.
Honorable Babu,
and I'm here, Chairman.
Honorable Babu, you will switch off your microphone. You will switch off your microphone.
Chairman.
Honorable Owino, you will switch off your
But she
mic.
must apologize for accusing me falsely.
You will switch off your microphone.
As a colleague, she must
switch off
apologize.
your microphone, Honorable Owino. Honorable Owino, you will switch off your microphone. Switch that microphone off.
Must I know you?
Honorable
Who are you to be
Babu.
known? What are you?
Honorable Babu, switch off that microphone.
Chairman, who is she to be known?
Honorable Owino, switch off. Now this is what we are going to do. Honorable members, I can assure you, I can already read today's headlines, but listen to me, all of you. Listen to me, all of you. The kind of conduct that has happened here today, I'm going to call in for an internal meeting where we're going to play the Hansards of what every single person has said. And I want to assure you, the integrity of this report will not go down the drain, will never be allowed to go down the drain. For now, we are going to be here, and Elizabeth, you're going to answer the questions the way that they have been directed to you. Now, honorable members, are there any other questions in relation to the matters that... Why are you here? Step outside, please. We are going to Omar, go ahead.
Elizabeth.
Omar, go ahead. Yes, please.
Chairman, I really want to the attention of the witness. Were you paid?
Yes, I was.
What is the payment schedule? You have not attached here.
There is an invoice behind.
No, that's your invoice, yes.
Yeah.
But there's nothing from Kemsa showing that you are paid.
You didn't request me to bring.
Come again?
You didn't request me to bring.
Okay, when were you paid?
Okay, this is the time I make my invoice. I have given my invoice on 12th of June. I don't remember after that. I don't remember when I was paid.
So you don't remember when you got the money?
I don't remember, but they have paid me.
You delivered the items on 12th of June. You have taken your delivery there, your invoice there on 12th of June. Then 180 million is not is not a change. It's not a small amount of money. How is it possible that you don't remember? Is it June? Is it July? Is it August? Is it September?
Maybe end of June, something like that.
Yes,
Chair, please, with due respect, Elizabeth is not doing justice to this committee.
Why?
Because
What do we do?
everything is maybe, I don't know, she doesn't know. I don't think there's something we are doing here.
Elizabeth, it is imperative because it is in no one's interest for you to be called back again. So why don't we just finalize with you? Can you just tell us, when were you paid?
I think it is end of June.
You think?
Yes.
You're not sure?
When I say I think, I'm not sure. If I knew
End of June?
Maybe end of June or July.
Okay, now I just put it to you this way.
Yeah.
You supplied on 12th of June.
Yeah.
By end of June, you were paid.
Either end of June or July.
Let's say first week of July?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means you were paid within a record 2 to 3 weeks' time. Am I right?
Yes.
By saying that?
Yeah.
Omar?
Maybe, Chairman. I think the witness seems to be deliberately have left that document. Maybe we need to ask, when are you able to submit that bank transfer from Kemsa?
I can do it.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we get that information from Kemsa directly?
can
I think
get-
it will be more valid. Rahab, you want something else to add?
No, Chairman. We have asked for statements of other companies all along. Chairman, I need your attention.
Yes.
We have asked for statements of companies all along. I don't think anything is wrong by the witness submitting the statements of accounts.
Yeah.
Because we had asked for the audited accounts, which we are waiting for, of course, to make that case.
Right.
So there's nothing wrong with the witness submitting the bank statements for this transaction.
Is in order, we can triangulate the two.
Thank you, Chair. Which bank were you dealing with, Elizabeth?
INM. INM.
I&M Bank?
Yeah.
Which branch?
Kenyatta Avenue.
Kenyatta Avenue.
Yeah.
Okay. Any further questions? Is there something? Yes.
Sure, there is this one delivery note. I don't know which is the page. I think it's page 6. And it's like all the items, the description of the pieces is 3,960. I'm like thinking that there was no delivery which was more than 3,960 or was less than 3,960. And these are different items. And all of them was 3,960 pieces.
Mishi, just hold your thought so that I can be able to just inform members. The payment, I just want to explain to you. You invoiced on 12th of June.
Yeah.
You actually paid on 26th of June. We have the payment schedule for all of you when you were paid.
Okay.
You were paid on 26th of June, which is exactly 14 days. All right? Yes, Mishi, go on.
Yeah, because even in the commitment letter, we have seen the gloves, it was around 20,000 in terms of quantity. But I just want to ask, why did it just happen that all the items which were delivered according to this delivery note, it was the pieces were 3,960, and these are different items, and each item is 3,960, 3,960. I just want to understand, maybe I'm a lay person, I don't understand how it just happened like that, Everything is 3,960 pieces, I was thinking maybe others will be maybe 2,000 pieces, 3,000, 4,000, but everything is just 3,960. It is like, is it a standard, or is it some consistent on something, or how is it? I just want to understand.
Okay, let me make her understand. Take your calculator. The first day, we delivered 10,000 pieces. Okay? The second, that is...
Honorable members.
Honorable
Katana.
She cannot
Honorable Katana.
Members on what they should do.
Honorable
Katana. You have given leeway to this witness.
Honorable Katana, switch off your microphone. Honorable Katana, you don't need protection from anyone. Switch off your microphone.
Committee. You have given a lot of time for this.
Switch off your microphone. Switch off your microphone. Now listen to me. Listen to me, all of you. Listen to me, each and every one of you, and listen to me very carefully. The honorable member has asked a very valid question. All right? Elizabeth, members are taking concern on the way you have responded. No, Rahab, honorable members, let us be the title that each one of you hold, that you're honorable. And even at a time when you feel disgruntled in any way, express your views in an honorable manner. Now, the members asked you, and when you reply, Elizabeth, I tend to agree with them, that when you reply, pick up your calculator, all you had, you either tone down the way you're talking. It was a simple question. The member asked you, can you be able to now explain? All you had to do is say that if you add this up, they will add to that. Sometimes the art of speaking, and we're not going to waste each other's time here. Now she's asked you, just be able to explain to us. Those 20,000, just explain to us.
Okay.
Take us through the first delivery note.
Okay. I'm sorry if you...
Just continue, please.
Yeah. The first day, that is 14th, on 14th, we delivered 3,960. The second day, the next time, we delivered
Now,
6,000.
just hold on.
Yeah.
Are you seeing that delivery note written 14th of May?
That is 14. We have delivered on 14.
It's stamped on 14th of May.
Received on
Okay.
14th of May.
Now, I just want to ask you one question.
Yes.
Look at the date at which it is dated.
Okay, it was an error. That one is an error. But received by Kemsa, that is 14th of
But
May.
hold on.
Yeah.
Your delivery note is dated 16th of May.
Yeah.
The signature of receipt is dated 14th of May.
14th of May.
And Kemsa had no problems with that. You did not rectify this delivery note.
Okay. They never, I just...
Please go on.
Yeah.
The second one?
The second one, on 14th again, we delivered 6,000. And then on 20th, we delivered 10,000 pieces. If you add up, it will come to 20,000 pieces.
Mishi, is that satisfactory?
Yeah, I know the addition will just come to that, but just, my thinking, literally when you are in business, I'm just thinking, is it by design that all these, the different items, but during the delivery was just the same, the same pieces, the same pieces, 3,960, and all the other items. I was just thinking.
Actually, what happens, what makes a PPE is the nursing cap, the face mask, and everything. So this one now, instead of the delivery not reading just PPE, it read the items, what makes a PPE. However, the first one is 3960. You're saying it is 14th of May. The second one is 6,000 pieces. It's 14th of May again. Then the third lot of 10,000 is not dated, but according to Kemsa, it is delivered on 26th of May?
Yeah.
Okay.
What happened, let me explain a bit. We are packaging as well as we are taking it to the
we've understood you, but
Yes.
I need to ask you now, your commitment letter says that you should deliver before 14th of May.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
If that is going to be the case, were you given an extension?
Yes.
Where is it?
Okay, we didn't bring, but I didn't put here, but I'll bring it later if you need it.
Yeah, we do need it, but
Yeah.
what was the reason why you requested for that extension?
Because the manufacturer was so stretched, so they are doing for so many people.
Is that what you wrote to Kemsa?
Yes.
Okay. Because I'm still wondering if that was the reason, why did they still honor your letter of 20,000 items instead of 10,000?
They didn't respond to the 10,000.
That's what I'm saying. I understand they didn't respond to the one for 10,000. They responded to the one for 20,000, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just still wondering, because even the way you were delivering these items, you were delivering them in bits and pieces. In fact, your capacity, as you said, was that the manufacturer was really stretched.
Yeah.
So even you were trying really hard to make sure that these things were going to be delivered.
Exactly.
Now, if they knew that this was going to be the case, and they received the letter for 10,000 pieces, and they were still unable to why didn't they just honor your first request of 10,000? You know how this sounds,
Yeah.
Elizabeth? How this sounds is that on 27th, you did 2 letters. One was for 10,000, another was for 20,000. You sent the one for 10,000 pieces. No one responded. After 5 days, you walked back again into Kemsa, and you said, you know what, let's now try our luck in 20,000. And then they responded it in 24, in actually not 24 hours, in the same day, where they gave you 20,000 pieces. Even in your delivery, it goes to show that you are unable to deliver these things on the scheduled time. My question still remains: why did they put you at the 20,000 instead of the 10,000?
They gave us a very short time, of which the manufacturers really.
I understand,
stretched.
but my question is
I don't
why?
know.
You don't know why you
What-
got lucky and you
as
got
we wanted
20,000.
business, as we wanted business, that is why we have written to them.
Okay. No, because ideally, for argument's sake, if I write a letter and I say I want 10,000 pieces, if I want to do a follow-up, I'll go back again. Not say that I want now 20,000. I'll do a follow-up and request further to my letter so and so. Can you please be able to consider me? I asked for 10,000, but in the letter, you now ask for 20,000, which they now process within. You just have to simply justify and explain to us
Exactly.
what Honorable Mishi is talking about in terms of how these letters were done and all these letterheads were done. Was any of this at any given time? Were any of these things done outside your offices?
No.
Was this signature that you did in both the letters, were they electronic signatures?
No.
They were your signatures.
Yes.
None were electronic signatures.
Yes.
Any questions, colleagues?
I can also try to answer you about why maybe we have gone for a 20, we left the 10, because now the manufacturers, it was only one manufacturer the first time who got the material. Now,
No, I'm actually just
manufacturers-
asking on behalf
Yeah.
of you see, I'm just trying to add
Yes.
this up. You walked into Kemsa, you had 10,000 pieces. Kemsa decided not to give you a letter. But when you walked in to request for 20,000 pieces, basically from 90 million, where they did not respond, they responded to the one for 180 million. That is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any question? We need to wind up, members. Yes?
Yeah. Chair, we understood that the qualities that were taken to Kemsa, immediately you are given before you are given a commitment letter, you are supposed to take to QA, maybe for quality purposes. And now when I look at the stamps that have been put here on her delivery, it is written but not checked by QA. Can she make us understand what it means? And what was the consequences of it not checked by the QA, what it meant? Because the stamp is reading that way.
The sample, can I answer?
Yes.
Okay. We took the samples before we delivered. And the sample, the 2 samples passed the test. 1 sample failed the test. So the sample, we take the sample
I think,
first.
Chair, she has not gotten my question. I'm asking from your delivery notes, and it's good to check on your delivery. And the
stamp of Kemsa reads received but not checked
received,
by quality
but not,
analysis.
Yeah. What did it mean, and what was the consequences that you have taken your goods or your PPEs, but they do not have maybe the stamp from QA, and that is why from the warehouse you are being stamped for, not checked by QA. I wanted you to tell us what was the consequences of you delivering and they are not checked by QA. What does it mean? Were you paid against that, or what were you supposed to do, and what did you do now that you are paid later on?
The rejoinder, Chair, as I rejoined her, their letter says that they took some 3 samples to KS office at Kemsa for testing. But here now, after the delivery shows that it was not checked. So which is which?
They gave a certificate before. Immediately you take.
Do you have that certificate?
I don't have, but I'm going to.
No, but
bring it.
I'm going to ask you this again. Are you sure that certificate exists?
Yes, it is.
Because if you tell us that
When you take the samples, they definitely give you a letter that it have passed there. It have.
You saw that letter?
Yes, we have.
Okay, members, and I think this is important. If you realize this is the first company that we're seeing that actually is telling us that they were given a letter. All the others have confirmed that they were not given a letter. I'm just trying to add up on all these discrepancies that are there. So you're saying they gave you a letter?
They gave us a letter.
To tell you what has been approved and what has not been approved?
Yeah.
Okay, how fast can we be able to get that as well?
Maybe give me 2 days, I'll bring it.
Your machine is broken down. Just go to the office and get us this thing. Surely we don't need 2 days. Yeah, we really want to finish this report, please.
I wish I can, but I was called by the school to go and pick my daughter. The school she is, they already have corona, so I have now. I'm just here. Yeah.
Okay. No, it's all right.
You have requested several things. So
yeah, we've requested for a number of things.
Yes.
We will get them all together.
Yeah.
Yes. Are there any other questions?
These meetings should be done in the morning. This lunchtime thing.
Honorable Owino, you're free to leave. You're actually free to leave.
Are we done?
No, the mood is created by members like yourselves. And as I said, no. As I said, we're going to hold an internal meeting where every single word of whoever said what will be heard. It is very important because this behavior was done in front of and every action will have consequences. Right now, unless and we're going to is there any other question regarding matters to do with this witness? Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
I don't think so.
Is there anything at all that you would wish to add?
Okay, what I might say, thank you for giving me an opportunity to express myself. And I'm sorry if some of you felt that maybe I'm a bit rude. I was just trying to express myself. And our company, I'm trying to do a bit of, now we have Duke agencies. We are supplying medical equipment. If you want to visit our office to see what we have all sorts of medical equipment. For this thing of Kemsa, we went all of us running to see the opportunities of business, and that is why we are here now.
Okay.
Yes.
I
thank you so much for your opportunity.
All right, thank you very much. We're going to stand adjourned.
Yes.
And members will be advised when the next meeting is going to be, because we will need to prepare. We only have 10 minutes to be in the chambers.
Ask one question.
No, we've already adjourned.
Share, please. Because it's a part of document. Because I can see she imported those things. At least it's good for us to see there.
But she said she did not import. No. She says it is not locally. It is okay.
It is not locally made. It is the imported.
Honorable members, it's important when we come a bit early. She said that some of these items were made in Kenya, some were imported. Maybe what you need to do is just ask her, who these people that you bought from. Can we be able to get the details that you bought, who you bought from, the local manufacturers and the imported? I've understood. This is just a simple. This is why I'm saying, honorable members, it is good for us when we come in and everyone listens. This one just states the categories, whether that is something that is made in Kenya or it is not made in Kenya. But for purposes of yourself, Rahab, and I just want us to make it very clear, next time we're done, we will not. But this is something vital you've raised. Elizabeth, please go to your letter dated 27th April.
Yeah.
Are you seeing it?
Yes.
Now, in that letter, there's quantity and remarks.
Yeah.
Here it talks about KN95, 20,000 imported. It talks about goggles locally manufactured, isn't it?
Yeah.
This one imported. That when you say imported, who imported this?
Not us, but it is imported now.
Who imported?
But the Chinese were the one who was selling with selling.
You know, at this rate, actually, it is important, honorable members.
Yeah.
We really need to find out who this Chinese is. Who is this Chinese?
They are Chinese.
Who is this Chinese? I agree with you. Who is this Chinese?
Okay, I think these Chinese took an advantage. They knew that Corona will hit Kenya.
No,
So
no,
they
no,
brought
no, no.
about-
No, Honorable Melly.
I've
It's
never
just
had a British, I've never
Point
had
of-
a German,
point
I've
of
never
order,
had any
Chair.
other
no,
country.
no, no, no.
Point of order, Chair.
Yes.
Point of order, Chair. I think this is House of Records, and you went ahead and adjourned the meeting, and the witness just gave her submission, her final remarks. Now you guide
Aye.
us on this, Chair.
Now, this is how I'm guiding you. As per the standing orders, the powers that I hold right now are those of the Speaker, as we are speaking right now. And the standing orders are very, very clear. And I have ruled that the matter that she has raised, as much as it is late, the sin of it being late, the issues that are there are more. The sin of not being replied is higher than the sin of being late. So it is a very simple question. Can we know the name of this Chinese? Elizabeth, what is the name of this Chinese?
Oh, okay, the Chinese, they have a lot of brokers. They come with brokers. And
Who did
they
you
have-
buy from?
They brought it to the office.
There must have been a transaction. These are 20,000 pieces. This is goods worth millions.
Yes.
So
The Chinese just need cash. They don't want.
So you just paid cash. Do you know
Yeah,
who it is?
We pay them cash.
Do you know who it
We
is?
don't know them.
No. Elizabeth, we're not going to work like that.
Maybe you ask me if
There's
I
a
know
big
them,
joke
then-
here.
No,
I'm just
honorable
trying to
members. It is a simple question. Honorable Mishi has raised something very valid,
I'm just
and Rahab.
I'm just trying to be very honest.
Just tell us who is this Chinese?
I don't know him, but I know the brokers who brought them.
Can you be able to? But you don't know who you paid.
We paid cash. Some of these things we paid cash.
Do you know this is not small? It is not pocket change.
Yes, I know.
Was there paperwork? Like, did they give you an invoice or something?
That is why I'm saying some of the items we paid cash because the Chinese don't want bank.
Did they give you paperwork, an invoice or anything?
They will bring
Because you charged VAT, isn't it?
Yes.
So if you charged VAT, it is only right for you to be able to knock off the VAT that you were charged. And if you were to knock off the VAT that you are charged, my question still remains to you. Who is the person that sold you these items?
I'm saying the Chinese who are brought by the brokers, they came to the office.
I want to know, I don't want to know, I want to know these people that you paid millions to. I don't want to know how much money you paid. I want to know who is this Chinese person. Because every single one of you have been coming with and because we don't know Chinese names, how they rhyme, everyone has been giving us, there are those who are telling us Xing Zong, the other are telling us this. Just tell us who is this Chinese. Do you know we have the powers to be able to even write to the Chinese embassy?
Yes.
So I want to know who is this Chinese. Is it a company? Is it a company or an individual?
It is the individuals.
So someone just walked into your office and you bought material from them worth millions.
There are these brokers who comes with these Chinese. They know who have been given the commitment letter. So they came.
Hold on. Let me get this straight.
Yeah.
So there are some people who
Even
knew.
some we went to their houses, residential houses.
No, let's not, because this is where actually the elephant is. The question is, there's someone who was getting information from Kemsa that there's a commitment letter that's been given to a certain company. Just a minute, honorable members. Is that the case, Elizabeth?
I don't know, but they came to my office.
So they knew you had a commitment letter.
Yes.
And they started chasing you and telling you that we have these items.
And they bring the samples. to
So
me.
that means there's someone who at Kemsa leaked this information to this Chinese.
Maybe.
And you don't know who this Chinese is. Do you know who this Chinese is?
I know the brokers who brought the Chinese.
Who is the broker who brought the Chinese?
There are several.
So
There are many.
there's more than one Chinese person who came to you.
Yeah. Many.
Can
Chair.
no. We need to get this very straight.
Yeah.
We just want to know which Chinese did you buy these items from? And Elizabeth, I would strongly recommend and suggest to you that do not try, because it seems like this is a whole clique, and this whole clique is surrounding this group of Chinese people, where they are not supplying directly, but they're supplying through subsidiaries, like yourself and many others. So I'm going to ask you this again, and by the way, at the expense of locally manufactured items, which could have been bought locally.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask you this. Who is this Chinese who you bought from? Who brought this Chinese to you?
I have the name of the people who brought me the Chinese to my office. The one who brought the Chinese to my office. I have
What is the name of the person who brought this Chinese to you?
There is one who was called Mark.
Mark who?
John Mark. He was just called John Mark. Kagwere.
John Mark Kagwere
Yes.
is one of the people who brought the Chinese to you.
Brought a Chinese, and in fact, that one we refused because the quality was bad. Then there is another one. He was called Komen.
Komen.
Yes. He
Komen
brought-
who?
I don't remember his other name. Chairman, in that situation, because we all needed to, we wanted to do our supply very fast. These people, and I think you cannot take me wrong if I tell you the truth. The Chinese, there are so many Chinese in this Nairobi who are living in the residential houses, yeah, but they are selling. And we also have an issue as the business people.
No, you don't have an issue because you bought from
no,
them.
We are paying the taxes.
You're
and
not
they are
paying.
not paying.
No, you're not paying your taxes because you're the one who is encouraging them. You're the one who's gone to them.
At that time, we didn't have an alternative because to import.
Anyway. No. I'm going to ask you this the last time.
Yes.
Are you going to give us the name of that Chinese? It's a yes or a no.
We are going to give you the names.
You better give us the name of those Chinese and the contacts and how you paid them.
Not
in writing, in the next 2 days, as you had promised the other documents. We wanted to be in writing. How exactly you paid these Chinese people? Was it through M-Pesa? And this applies, by the way, to every other one who asks for those Chinese. They will put it in writing. We want to know who is this Chinese person who knew that you were getting these contracts, and they knew the right channels to pull on who to supply what. Yes, and mode of payment as well. Yes.
Chair, it is amazing that Elizabeth, she's saying she doesn't know the name of the Chinese, yet she paid millions of money to that person. Number two, Chair, in banks these days, if you have amount exceeding 1 million shilling, you have to take all the documents to the bank so that they can allow you to withdraw your money.
True. Yes, Babu.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I can swear to you that I don't know this lady.
Honorable Owino, I think we are done. We are done with that issue.
Listen
and I
to my
said it.
point.
We are going to have an
because
internal.
of that issue, Chairman, Article 57 of the Constitution is clear that procedural technicalities cannot override substantive justice. Did this lady supply? Chair, the other day we were clearing the Indians here.
Honorable Owino.
So let us not misconstrue this committee's function to mean that we are just supposed to hit the witnesses. That is the misconstruction of what we are doing here. It is misrepresentation.
It is not up to you to make that decision.
My
You are one of
worry,
19.
Chair, my greatest
you
worry
are
is
one
one.
of 19. No.
My greatest worry is one. That
You-
must
your-
whip
your worry-
in
your worry
witnesses.
has-
Chair,
Your worry has already
point
been
of order,
been
point of
taken.
order, Chair.
No.
Point of order. I don't think that it is right that you are making decision at this stage of time. We are supposed to interrogate, then we'll have another meeting where we are going to put the report and we're going to make the decision, the report. Why are you
Fair.
preempting and
Well,
putting that decision?
all I can
But
say.
we made a decision about the Indians here, and we said they are clean.
No,
Did we
no,
make a decision?
when-
We even
when,
requested the media to
No.
cover them.
As a matter of fact, when you talk about people and you call them by tribe, it is wrong. You're profiling them. Switch off
withdraw that.
switch off your microphone. Secondly, when you're referring to people as Indians, those are people who have hired 270, some of them being your constituents. You will switch off your microphone as I'm speaking.
People from the Indian origin. Chair
Honorable
will not allow
Owino,
that because of the
Honorable
people who
Owino,
are also listening.
Honorable Owino,
They
you
are
will switch
Indians.
off,
That is the truth.
Honorable Owino, you will switch off your microphone. This committee, when someone has supplied 2,080 shillings, and they're the only people, they are the only ones who refused the commitment letter and insisted on a tendering process being done. All right? Now, you will not justify any articles of that constitution to tell me otherwise. Just be sure on that. And there are some things that are not making things better for others. We're going to adjourn. We will adjourn. We're going to have an internal meeting where everything that has been said, we are going to listen to the answered word by word. And Elizabeth, I want to assure you, there is no member here who can be able to assist you, or no member here who can be able to do anything. The only thing that can be able to assist you are the facts and figures. Okay? Thank you very much.
Excuse me, Chairman. The amount I have paid cash is less than 600,000 to the Chinese. Any other things I have paid through the account.
Actually,
And
the amount of items that were